Hey guys, welcome to the Toribash Replay Showcase, episode 46 with me, Jack Morris from Man on Fire Films. With this week, oh my god, GTA 5 is so fucking good. And our first replay for today is Dizzying Parallax by QgzOPV, and it's a great replay to open with a nice bifurcate followed by a body dismollification. That's a new word. I'm going to try making up words this week to counter for the fact that I use the same words over and over again. So this dismollification, we'll slow it down and take another look at it when I can remember to actually let the frames run out. It's really nice, and I do like that pause at the end. There's a lot of swillage to it. There's a lot of swillage in this replay. I do find that it's actually a word. Probably shouldn't use it to describe this replay. And you may be able to hear by the slight croakiness of my voice and the slight nasal thing I've got going on that I am fighting a cold right now, but it shouldn't impact the videos too much. I haven't killed myself on painkillers just yet, so my brain is working at about, well, I say normal capacity, that's about 60% for the normal brain, but yeah, should still be okay for this week. And subsequential. Nope, never mind. Brain's operating at 20%. Anyway, very, very nice replay. Completely talking out of my ass for that entire time. I do really like that opening bifurcate. We'll take a slow look at that. I don't know why I jumped back up to normal speed. He kicks. It's like a backhand bitch slap that leads to a bifurcate, I guess. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. It's the word I use all the time. Let's take. Wrong one. Shit. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay. It is a really nice bifurcate though, and ignoring the fact that I'm not doing it justice, I am really fond of the bifurcate. Ooh, just a bitch slap in half. You may also notice that we're using atmosphere, because I said I'd use them every now and again, and this is easily my favorite. Alright, let's move on. This is the complete shambles. Adam, every opener is good opener by Adam. Now this was submitted, I think, to be featured on Toribash Replay Challenge, but was sent to Toribash Replay Showcase. It's a good replay. Good replay is a good replay, so I'm going to show it nonetheless, even though it's probably intended for the other show. Doesn't really matter. It's still a really, really cool customization of that opener I set. I think Challenge 3 or Challenge 4. I don't know. With a really interesting skeet as well, and I should really watch replays all the way through. I had no idea that happened. Wow. Alright, let's, normal speed. Go back up to normal speed, there we go. So it's my opener with a sort of backwards heel kick there. I'm not even interested in what happens in this replay anymore. I need to find out what happens at the very end. There's his self-head skeet, and then, and then that happens, and then he's in half, and then he's just a pair of disembodied legs. Yeah, that's a thing. Wow, I really wish I'd watched that all the way through before sticking that in. Cool replay, and nonetheless, a very cool replay, but what the fuck is going on there? Wow. Alright, so yeah, that's a thing. Moving along, this is Brittle Punch Combo by Tsneak15, or Tsneak15, and it's another one of those replays where stuff is just occurring, and it should be appreciated as such. Not a very good end if I had to criticize it, which I don't, but I'm going to. The end, I think a pause could be added to the end, but it's a great punch opener. Boom, boom. I really feel like that right hand probably could be tweaked for a decap though, and was I in a better frame of mind, I'd have probably tried to tweak that myself, but I'm terrible, so it's probably a good thing that I didn't. Still pretty cool. There's not a lot that can be said about this. We probably won't dwell on this one for too long, but it's a cool enough replay. It has a place in this show, you know, blah, 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 the usual jazz I usually say about replays. Cool enough, nice decap, sort of flings Jeff's, what's left of his body, I guess, to the sky. It's pretty stylemosis right there, very stylemosis. This is Descendants by StarkXX. For some reason, when I re-downloaded this skin, it disappeared, so I don't know whether that's his or whether it might be Toribash screwing up. Nonetheless, very nice bifurcate with a great follow-up decap and a sort of spikes Jeff's head into the ground there. I think this actually has no, I thought this was a skeet, but that must be a different replay I'm thinking of. This is a really, really, really cool replay. And one of my, really, grass stick bifurcate right there. It's a real good grass stick bifurcate. Absolutely love it. Let's take a look at that in slow motion. I really wish I'd wrote down some words just so I had some to use. Coming up with random words on the spot is really difficult. The decap there, not the bifurcate. The bifurcate's cool, don't get me wrong, but I do like the decap there. It's very, very goodish. No, that just sounds like I'm saying it's pretty good. No, it's really good. I'm just trying to think of words. The decap is great there. We'll try to look at this from Jeff Cam, see if it's any better. And it should look pretty cool. My throat is actually starting to die on me now. I am not well enough to record. Wow, that's a nice angle of the grab. I was hoping it would look a little bit more brutal than it did. Let's take one more look at that from normal camera, and then we'll move along before my throat officially closes up and I suffocate to death. Let's take a look at that in normal speed. Nope, that's not normal speed. For some reason, control and like full stop isn't working for me right now. For those of you who are wondering how to do slow-mo, a lot of you were asking in the comments of last week's video and the week before, there is now a Toribash tips episode out on how to do slow-mo. You can find it on the channel, or I'm sure if you just search Toribash how to do slow-mo on YouTube, the video will show up. So yes, if you're curious on how to do that, and my very brief descriptions on this show didn't make sense to you, go check out the tips episode. I do it in full detail and it should be a lot easier for you. Anyway, moving along, this is Jess Legs Plus by Axios, not to be confused with Arius, that's me. This is another replay with a words gone. I thought this was a replay with stuff happened, but no, this is actually a really nice decap replay. There's a lot of other stuff that goes on, but honestly, it's just the power of the throw on Jeff's head there. We can probably get a nice angle on that if I do it from around about here. And throw! Whee! There he goes. It's a nice replay. I think this might look pretty cool from Jeff Cam too. We might actually get some power of the throw, yeah. Wow. He throws Jeff's head miles. So far that he actually starts to, the fog starts to set in on his model there. That's a good replay. Let's take a look at it one more time, and then we move along, because I spent so much time on the first replay trying to come up with fake words that I seem to have dragged on this show a lot longer than I intended. Alright, this is Righteous X by Trap, or Claptrap, as I'm sure you prefer to be called. And no, I'm not ever going to stop using that joke. It's pretty much the only thing I have that people haven't got annoyed at yet. Yes, I'm going to pronounce every name that has a number in it with the number in the name. And I completely missed what happened in that replay there, but oh well, at least now I can watch it in slow-mo. Oh, that was it. That was what I really liked about this replay. It was like the downward decap on Jeff's head. Let's try and get a good angle on that. Boom! Looks really cool. This might be the best angle to do that. Bang! It's very, very sunshine lollipop daisy. Yeah. It's cool. I'm just using it. Fuck it. It's cool. It's very, very cool, awesome, fabulous, fantastic. It's absolutely awesome. I really do like any kind of I don't know. There's something about that that's just unique in its own way. The downward punch just looks really, cool. Fuck you. Looks really cool. Anyway, let's move along before I overuse the word that I'm already overusing too much. This is Taking Air by X-Hypers, and I've completely forgotten what this replay is. I'm still forgetting what this replay is, and okay, I don't remember put this replay in. It's cool though. It's I guess it's pretty cool. Let's take a look at this in slow-mo. I'm not really sure what happens there. So we have a kick off Jeff's leg, a sort of half hug that knocks off his arm, a punch that knocks off his arm that was already off. I completely missed what caused the decap there. There's a follow-up kick that knocks off the other arm. There's a lot going on. We'll take another look at it, and hopefully I can try to explain what's going on here. So he leaps, as you guys can probably tell, he leaps into the air. That part's self-explanatory. Kicks off Jeff's left leg, punches off his right arm. He rips off Jeff's head there. Let's speed this up and take another look at that. Okay, so what is the decap? He, I guess, knees off Jeff's head. Okay, that's how the decap comes about. That makes a lot of sense. And then follows it up with a right leg kick to rip off Jeff's other arm, and I think that might be the end of the replay as far as I can tell. Maybe there's some flips going on. Yeah. Pretty cool. Again, this is another one of those replays. This is the one I thought was the one from earlier, where stuff is just happening, and it's cool stuff, and Jeff gets the shit ripped out of him, so, cool enough replay on its own. Not really a lot I can add to that, though, so let's move along to The Mind Buck by Claymore778. I think what he was going for there is the mind fuck, but who knows? Some people don't want to swear in their replay names, I guess. Is this the one with the, yes, this is the one with the skeet. Boom! Very long skeet. Very nice skeet. Slow this one down, because there's a lot that's happening along with the skeet, but the skeet was what I really liked. Rips off Jeff's arm, sort of kicks him into the air, backwards, knees his other arm off, puts his head near his crotch, kicks off the joint that's connecting Jeff's arm there. Kick to the crotch to knock off Jeff's leg. Man, I hate it when that happens. Decaps Jeff with the other hand, and then skeets his own hand, I do believe. Yeah, it is his own one. And spin, it's a spin as well. Whoom. And dum-de-dum, how's your day been? And skeet. That was a very narrow grab. He almost nearly missed that. Cool enough. Let's take a look at it one more time, and trying to work out what gets the decap there. I guess it's just the momentum of Jeff's foot there. It doesn't really seem like that powerful kick. I do like the blood trail that's left by Jeff's head there, though. Just the sort of spin of blood that's left. We'll try to take a look at that with the camera. Just, spinning around. You spin me right round. Moving on. Okay, this is You Want Meate by Manly Potato. And that's a nice come at me, bro, which is what I like. And this is this is more of a funny one, because it's the hug of death. But the weird thing is, it's funny, but it does a lot of damage. It gets a lot of... Oh man, that's really funny. And ironically, that's how most chavs fight. It's an uncoordinated hug of death. So yes, there's some education for our American viewers, non-British viewers there. That's exactly how chavs fight. I'm sorry, that's just, I love it. But, yeah, fuck you. And then the arms and the edge. Yeah, what? You what? That's brilliant. That's really fucking funny. Oh, man. It's been a while since we've had a funny replay on this show. Ah, that is funny. You fucking what? Alright, let's move on to our last replay for today, which is OKM, which stands for Okami, Dancing Samurai, and this is definitely a very stylish replay to wrap up the show here. Just gets a lot of damage done, just flips, pretty much flips through Jeff there, demolishing him along the way. That is totally the demo word I used at the start of the show that I've already forgotten. I want to slow this one down, because there's a lot of levels to this replay that are quite easy to miss. So, you have the weirdly lean of the opener, grabs Jeff's leg, punches his arm off. We've seen that quite a lot, especially in this episode. Rips Jeff in half with his own bare hands, kicks his fucking head off, and then I do believe he slams his body into the ground. No, that's a different replay I'm thinking of. It's just all around very, very stylish, very, very cool. Osmosis and photosynthesis. It's just really, really, really cool. Alright, so anyway, we'll take a look at this one a couple more times while I wrap up the show. This has been Toribash Replay Showcase. It's been a bit more schizophrenic than normal. That's due to the fact that I'm... bravely is the word I'm going for. I am bravely fighting off a cold. It should be cleared by the end of the week, though. I'm getting pretty good about fighting colds, because I get them like every other fucking day. But yeah, sign-ups for the I'll try that one again. Sign-ups for the second official Manify Films tournaments are coming to a close in a week. You have almost 7 days to sign up. They're ending on the 1st of January, February, March, April, May, June, July, September, October. They're ending on the 1st of October, so you only have a couple of days to sign up if you haven't already. Check it out on the Toribash forums under events. There'll be a link in the description anyway if you can't find it on the forums. Yes, yeah, time is running out, so if you haven't signed up already, go do it. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this show. I've been Jack Morris from Manify Films, and I shall see you next week, everybody. Goodbye.